Here we go. This is the final match here on Butcher Mania, featuring, of course, Abdullah the Butcher. And I can't believe, Gino Brito, that he only weighs in at 410 pounds. To me, he could be even more than 450.
That's right, Milt. I do agree with you 100% here. These weights, you see, usually it's in January that wrestlers' weights become official. But during that 6 or 12-month period, a guy could have gained 50 pounds and he's still announced. For example, Abdullah at 410. Right now, I believe Abdullah's 450 easy.
Well, listen, to gain or lose 20, 25 pounds really isn't much with Abdullah. Now, he is facing in this match a 440-pound, and he's every ounce of that opponent, Kareem Mohammed. And this is one of the most dangerous forms of matches ever devised, Gino Brito, is it not? A chain match. Each wrestler has one end of that chain attached to their wrist. And how long is the chain?
The chain, I believe, should be about 12 feet long. And the thing is, it's not a match really that's sanctioned by anybody. Nobody in their right mind would sanction a chain match. It just happened that the wrestlers go to the promoter and they ask themselves, we want to be chained together. Both men have to agree. And you're looking at Abdullah and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there. And I called him that, but he's a little bigger.
Look, yeah, he weighs a little more too, you know.
He doesn't look too much like a basketball player.
I don't.
Look at that.
I don't know if he can get off his feet. I don't know if he can get off his feet to slam dunk a basketball. The man weighs. Well, talk about size evenly matched, Gino Brito. These two certainly are. Kareem Mohammed, 440 pounds. Abdullah the Butcher, at least 450. And they're tied together with a 12-foot chain. Kareem Mohammed, the latest Creechman protege to step inside that squared circle against the Butcher.
He's a rough, tough hombre. And look at the size of those arms, those legs. The man's a monster. You know, we're used to seeing big guys. I've once mentioned that everybody looks small next to Abdullah, but not so with Kareem.
You know, you include the referee, you've got half a ton of beef in that ring with 3 men. And Kareem Mohammed has been using that chain on the forehead, and you just saw a graphic example of it there against the forehead of Abdullah the Butcher. And it's the chain that opened Abdullah up so quickly, isn't it, Gino?
That's right, and I would advise the folks that have weak hearts not to look at this match too closely, because you're bound to see a lot of blood when you're getting hit with a chain. I mean, it's only skin, folks. It's got to split open.
That's right, and by the way, for those of you watching throughout the entire tape, you have seen Abdullah come into the ring carrying a championship belt, and that is the Brass Knuckles Texas Championship.
Right, he's won that down in Texas, not recognized anywhere in the eastern United States or Canada, but he is Texas State Knuckles champ.
Brass Knucks champion. Well, the thing is, with a chain match, the chain does and can, and it's legal for it to come into play, isn't it, Gino?
That's right, it is. Right now, you can do what you want in that match. I've mentioned it before. It's not sanctioned by anybody. 2 men have to be...
Oh, Abdullah blocks that attempted punch with the chain wrapped around the hands by Kareem Mohammed. And now it's the Butcher using the chain the same way it was used by Mohammed against him. And look at this. Kareem Mohammed, all 440 pounds of him on that canvas. The Butcher standing over him, using the chain like a whip across the back of his gigantic opponent. And now the Butcher using it like brass knucks. He is the Texas Brass Knuckles champion. The crowd urging Abdullah on as he wraps the chain around his fist and uses it against the forehead of Kareem Mohammed, who now comes to his feet, and for that takes the chain across the forehead in the same way as he delivered it to his opponent, Abdullah the Butcher. The Butcher wraps the chain around the throat of Kareem Mohammed, choking him with it. This is a man who typifies the phrase of asking no quarter, and for sure giving none, Gino. He's going to give Kareem Muhammad everything and more that Muhammad gave to him.
You know, sometimes you have to figure how many nights a year that man wrestles, milk, and the beatings that he takes. Did you see that punch right there? Now, that should have done the job. It's all
well,
over. Yes, sir.
It has done the job. Utilizing the chain, it's his kind of match. Anybody, Gino Brito, who can be a brass knuckles champion has to have somewhat of an edge coming into a chain match where he can use the chain the same way as the brass knucks are used. And there, the two of them don't want to quit. The chain has been taken off the wrists, but Abdullah swinging it around like a lariat and whipping Kareem Muhammad with it is victorious. Folks, you can now see why this International Wrestling home video has so aptly been entitled Butcher Mania. Abdullah the Butcher takes on any and all comers. Walks away from virtually every match. You can see and hear right now how the crowd in attendance is so solidly behind the Butcher. And there the two of them, Abdullah and Kareem Muhammad, continuing outside the ring. Muhammad taking a chair across the head. What a fitting ending right here as you watch Abdullah continue to punish anybody who gets in his path to this home video entitled Butcher Mania. Wrestling fans, we do hope you've enjoyed this presentation.